Hi everyone, we're going to discuss the polar equation and graph it by hand. So basically this has the form of the standard form with cosine. That means the directrix. And I did a video prior to this one that you might want to watch where all we did was discuss, we didn't graph. So it's perpendicular to the polar axis. It's perpendicular. And let's look at the equation now. It has the form R equals EP over 1 plus E cosine of theta. So my EP equals 1. My E equals 1. Therefore, P equals 1. Okay? And remember, this is the P is the distance from the is the distance either above or below or to the right or left of the pole. Now, since it's cosine, what we're going to do is go ahead and graph this. This is going to be, since P is 1, that means it's 1 unit to the right of the pole. Okay? My E equals 1. If E equals 1, it means it's a parabola. Okay, so now we're going to graph it on the next slide, and we know that it's 1 unit to the right of the pole, and it's perpendicular to the polar axis. So let's graph it. So I'm going to go out 1 unit here. I'm going to go 1s out here by 3. So 1, 2, 3. This is going to be 1. All right. This is the directrix right there. It's perpendicular to the polar axis. Remember, the polar axis is x. All right. Now, the pole is right here, the origin. And so your vertex is going to be midpoint. That's why E equals 1. Because the distance between these two, the ratio is the same. Okay, so 1 divided by 1, or in this case it would be 1/2 divided by 1/2 equals 1. So my vertex here is 1/2, 0. Now, for the rest of it, what we're going to do is, so this is the origin, is we're plugging in pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2 into the equation, and we're using our quadrandals to help graph. So basically, I take my equation, 1 over 1 plus cosine of theta, so when you have 1 over 1 plus cosine of pi over 2, well, that just gives you 1. So R is 1. So when R is 1, our angle was pi over 2. So basically, you just go up like to pi over 2. So I'm going to go 1, pi over 2. Now when I plug in when I plug in 3 pi over 2, we're going to get 1 as well. So basically, come down here, and 3 pi over 2 is down here, so that's going to be 1, 3 pi over 2. And then you kind of just graph it this way. And you should already know conics by now, so, and there's your parabola. Okay? Now we're going to do, the next one's going to be another parabola, and we're going to use these quadrantals here. You're either going to use 0, pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, I forgot pi, or pi, okay, to plug into your equation to get the key points to help graph. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.